Okay, so this video is intended for my supervisors, Ryan and Jeffrey, though I think in order to share it, I'm going to have to post it either on my website or YouTube. So if anyone else happens to watch this, then so be it. It's my first attempt at trying to do a commentated video, so this is a practice for what I'm proposing to do for my dissertation research. I'm still in the process of getting the setup working, so sound and video and things like that are an issue. I'll be making a video for Minecraft, either on my PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 to include a video face cam sort of thing in the top corner. But because Trove is on my computer at home and the computer I'm using to process the video doesn't quite work well with my face cam between the two computers, I'm not going to use that for this video. So this is the game Trove, which is one of the building games that I'm interested in looking at. Right now I am in a place called the Hub, which is where all of the other players can sort of get together and mingle. The world right now is generated by the programmers. It might be procedurally generated, but I think as far as this central sort of hub area goes, it's been designed by the programmers themselves. All of the people with, you know, their names above their heads are actual people, and so it is an MMO style game. It is a role-playing sort of game as well. So it's um, it's free to play, but it's also pay to play for classes and items. If I look at my character, you can see I'm a level 6 knight, mastery rank 2, so I have done quite a bit of playing and roaming around to try and figure the game out. It's got role-playing game elements, so you can see the various stats that I have. These are my skills. This is what I have equipped as far as a mount. I don't have a lot of items because really I've just been exploring, so I'm still learning a lot about the game. These, I assume, are my achievements. Um, that's what my assumption anyway, or it says rewards, so whatever I've earned there. Other things of note right off the bat are that, as I said, my character's a knight. There are two classes that are free to play, which the knight and the gunslinger. Later I'll show you the class changer and show you how you can buy other sorts of classes. But really, you start out here in the hub, and you'd start out at level 1, obviously, but as I said, I've started playing before. In the bottom corner there, you can see, let's see if I can get him to point to it, a chat box. So that's a public chat box. Anything global is readable by the entire world at the time. On the bottom you can see the red is my health, the yellow is my energy. So if I use one of the skills, that's a shield for example, then it uses up the energy bar, which slowly refills. There are hints and tricks all over the place, so I'm actually going to show you the adventure tower. This is how you level up and actually quest with other people. I'm not going to chat with anybody right now. I'm just going to go ahead to one of the worlds. I think that's too low of a level for me, so I need to go up higher. I think this is what I would like, 4 and 5. I'm level 6, so I should actually go up one more level and hopefully not die. I don't remember any major repercussions for dying, but I guess nobody ever wants to die, so that's the thing. I'm finding when I'm thinking about writing my candidacy out, I've got quite a bit of it written right now, but working on the methodology, part of the interesting thing is getting used to talking while I'm playing. So if I'm going to do some sort of internet persona, I'm going to have to get used to speaking a little bit more fluently while I game and being able to combine my thoughts and my actions, and probably be a little bit more animated and entertaining, but because I'm just trying to explain the world to you, then that's what we're going to do. So, hello other people. This person has an interesting follower, parrot on a cannon kind of guy. Okay. I'm going to walk over these purple squares. Purple squares with the question marks in the front are places you can put your house. So everybody gets this very specific amount of space. Every player gets one, and they're allowed to, you can build as much as you want on it. So this guy's in my house. Hello. But basically, this is where I can do all of my crafting. I can put trophies that I've earned on the wall. I've designed this house. I can tear it down and re-put it back up again. Not sure why this guy, he must be using my equipment or I stole his space. He's got a really cool dragon. Anyway, so there's a variety of things I can do here. If I walk over here, you can see the class changer. So as I open that up, right now, like I said, the Knight and the Gunslinger are the two free classes, and then all of these can be purchased either with in-game credits. So I have 500 qubits, and to get the Neon Ninja class, for example, is 5,000. Or I can use credits, which, as it says right there, are available through cash purchases. So that's one of the ways this game makes money. But let's actually look at the gameplay itself. So I've lost my flask. It's my ability to heal is missing. I don't know where it went, but I can't find it, so I may be a little bit more susceptible to dying. Okay, so gameplay. Oops, not the store. Map is, if I hit the M key, I should be able to pull up my map. This shows me the other people who are in the area. It shows me where I am, and it shows me areas that are cleared. So up north there's a red X under a couple of players, which means that they found a quest, either a monster to kill or a little dungeon to run through, and it means they've completed that. So it's all procedurally generated, and I believe it's done by, trying to think of the word, terrains, or, oh, that's horrible. Different types of worlds. So, you know, this one has trees and grass, and over here there's snow. So biome. Biome is the word that I'm looking for. So it's procedurally generated based on biomes. It can be interacted with. The world can be interacted with. By hitting the tab key, you go into crafting mode. So you can harvest blocks and then use these blocks to build your house, your cornerstone, as well as to mine for. You can mine for different artifacts, so we'll try to find, not artifacts, crafting materials. I'm going to try and find out how to do that. But as you can see there, I've been in crafting mode, and if I click the button, I can build stuff. By building it in the world as opposed to on my cornerstone, this will disappear, and other players can tear it down. I believe other players cannot tear down my house. They do that to protect you, I imagine. So I'm going to hit tab to go back to adventure mode. So now I can't destroy blocks, but I can fight monsters. So the goal, I'm just going to walk over and try to find either a dungeon or exposed ores for crafting, just to give you an idea of what's going on. I do have a mount, so if I hit the mount key, I get a horse. And that's one of the things you can earn if you work hard enough, or spend enough real world money, is getting various mounts. Let's see, this does not look like it's been cleared, so in the top right corner, slay the golden beetle and danger awaits at this location means that this area has not been cleared yet, although first I would like to dismount and mine this. So these are crafting ores. People do talk about trading them. I haven't been involved in anything like that yet, but you can use these to craft items for your house. You can use them to improve your weapons. It just depends on the various requirements of that particular crafting object. And yes, I definitely need to learn how to talk better when I'm on camera. That's my first time, so really can't be too judgmental. So I'm going to try and have a bit of an adventure here, just to show you what that is. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to try and find this golden beetle boss. We got a monster. Hooray! So, ow! I don't know, I might have moved into a place that's a bit above my level, but I do have special moves that I should probably be using. It's my shield, I probably didn't need it because it looks like it has a rather large cooldown, but I did it anyway, so I've destroyed those two. I'm going to kill this monster too, just because he's standing there. He or she. Oh, I got a chest, and I've got a purple item. Purple usually means epic, or something like that, so I will take it. And I can check out my inventory by hitting B, and this is what I picked up. and it looks pretty good. I get rid of my health regeneration, but ooh, I also have this. How do I do that? Hit T to open it. Okay. Okay. That must be new. I have not seen that before, and I don't want to throw that on the ground. Okay. So do I want to equip that? It's probably going to be better for me with a knockback. Yeah, let's do that. So if I can equip it just by clicking once, and it should be there, and then my other weapon goes there. You also pick up things like masks and hats. As you can see, I'm wearing the burger hat. There is an option to turn off masks and hats and those sorts of things. So if you just want to see your regular old face, then you can do that. Cosmetic, but it's also symbolic, and that's something I can look into and explain with this game. So he tried to knock me off. I'm going to kill him. I am gaining what I believe to be experience point. Yeah, there we go, 24 experience points for that. So that'll help me level up and gain more power. Typical role-playing sort of game. Oh, things are getting a bit trickier here with fire. Flask, which usually you can use for healing. This guy is going to kill me. That's the last wave. I'm okay. Hooray! So I've defeated that. I open my chest. I get my loot, which is a new mask. So I'll check it out. I will take that. So if I equip that, then you can see that my face has changed, and now I have cute little glasses. So that's pretty neat. I would like to get rid of my burger hat, but yeah. Alright, so that's the adventure world, and so now on the map, there'll be a little red X over me, which means I've cleared this spot, so other people know not to bother climbing up here. I can jump out, and I can walk out, or I can go to the club world right away. And if I can remember how to get to the club world, yes, if I push P, then I've created this club world that I am the boss of or the leader of, so it's basically like a guild. So I click club world, and it's going to teleport me to the small space that I currently have where I can build whatever I want, and it will stay there permanently. So right now there's a very small island. I still have to figure out how to expand the island. I'm not sure if it's by having more people in the club, or if it has something to do with experience, or it could be about crafting too, because that's how I got the club world in the first place. So I'll look at the crafting bench. As you can see here, we've got sets of recipes for building various things like a hub portal, etc., etc. It gets rather detailed, and I haven't learned a lot about it yet. So part of the process would be learning how to build all of this stuff. But you use resources, you craft things. It's a pretty typical crafting game. And you can trade items like shape, stone, and glim with other people, so that's really interesting. Even for collective play, for going out and finding things like enchanted wood, I only have one, so it's a little bit more difficult to find, a little bit rarer. And I guess you can specialize in different professions. So in my club world, I have a ring crafting bench. Or not my club world, in my house. That's a yeah, I've built that. I have a treasure chest. I haven't been here in a little while, so it's good to know. I can use real world money to unlock more chest space, and it does not look like I can use this money, so add credits. Yeah, looks like I actually would need to pay cash for all of these things. Okay, so that's the shopping system. Flasks, that's actually interesting because I need one. But I'm not going to put real money into this right now. So the key with Club Worlds is I can invite other people to join my club and they can build whatever they'd like. So if I go back into building mode, if I wanted to, oh, I don't know, just create whatever I was going to create, I could create it here, and it would stay, and other people can create in the club world, and it will stay as well. So as the club world leader, I'd be a moderator, and it would be my job to ensure that you know, people weren't trolling each other, people weren't destroying each other's items. That would be my job in this world. So it could be a very interesting place to explore how people, you know, deal with each other's items. They're each other's creations, so to speak. So a little Tetris thing there. Anyway, so you can build stuff, you can craft things. This is a collective world. It's got role-playing elements. I'm trying to think of anything else that's really important before I end this video, because I don't want this to be too long. I'm having a difficult enough time remembering how to talk and game at the same time. And I'm going to move on to make a Minecraft video, so I'm a little bit more familiar with Minecraft, so hopefully that one's better. But yeah, this is Trove, and it's quite large. From what I understand, people can create all these items. That's the other thing to point out. So I believe we were talking about crafting, guild crafting, sort of the traditional stuff before machines and capitalism and all sorts of stuff there. Anyway, but you can see here this weapon was created by Creatoriani and put into the world. I believe you submit them online. So that would be something else to look into. I'm not quite sure how to make it, but somebody made my burger hat. Somebody made my mask, etc. The map, if it doesn't have made by, then it was obviously just included with the game. So yeah, there's all sorts of things that can go on here, and this is Trove. So right now, I believe it's in open beta testing, and people are saying, from what I've read, that you will be able to keep your club world when they fully release the game. So I'm hoping that's the case, but I'm going to give it some time before I put too much time into building this club world, because I don't want it to all disappear before I confirm that I get to keep it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully this gave you a good introduction to Trove without having to make sure everyone gets in the same room at the same time at a busy time of year.